application. Now broadcasting.
It's your world. What is living? Welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. Let's see some of the numbers here for Darius Garland.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games. And he's got to be scrambling now to get that field back.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Vucevic. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3, the small forward. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And a little extra at stake tonight, as this is the first game of the NBA Cup group stage for each of these teams.
And both coaches want to get that first win under their belt. With only 4 games in this stage, the tournament doesn't give you...
Dean Wade comes in for Evan Mobley. And Strus is subbed in for Hunter. Chicago also making some changes. Kevin Huerter comes in for Dosunmu. And MP subbed in for Josh Giddey. And tonight marks the start of the NBA Cup for MP. I know a major goal for him is winning this competition, making a statement to the rest of the NBA.
Well, when you look at the Cup, you almost have to win this first game to advance out of the group stage. So MP has made it a point to get his teammates ready, imploring them to treat this like a playoff game. I'm excited to see how they come out.
And with that, let's go over to DA with a report on MP.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it'll show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, and that we're must-watch basketball this season. MP certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys?
We all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. The Cavaliers with another miss. Bulls trail by 4. Rebound by Mitchell. Shoots over White. Shot's good by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Hernandez, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Wade to the left side wing. The wide open look here for Garland. A 3-pointer, no good.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And that one, good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Garland. Rebound by the Bulls. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. Got it! Oh, amazing! Perfect timing there.
That's
a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
Darius Garland has been leading. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Kevin Huerter. Josh Giddey is out there with MP. Then it's Collins, and it's Smith in at the 4. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group. But it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Cavaliers shooting well, 50% from the 4. Jerome passes to Mobley. Now Strus, shot from 12. Pass to Tyson. Okoro wide open, he fires. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Down low. In the corner. Huerter with it. Smith outside. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Okoro shot is off. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Giddey. Another one falls for Chicago.
And honestly, Giddey mostly avoids that area, but nice to see him being aggressive.
Mobley outside. From the arc. It's rebounded by Huerter. Bulls have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Smith gets it to go on the assist by MP. Smith's got 5 now.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Mobley a screen on Giddey. And another miss by Cleveland. Bulls have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. And this is game 1 of the group play stage of the NBA Cup. Teams are divided into 6 groups of 5.
And while those groups are randomly selected in the drawing, there is an attempt to kind of keep them balanced with teams slotted from different tiers based on their previous season record.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Jalen Smith. And it's wide in for Kevin Huerter. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Bulls... Thompson, he's checked in for Mobley. And it's Ty Jerome in for Okoro. Hernandez checked in for the Bulls. Garland, the pass to Jerome. And here is Mitchell. At the top of the key, Hunter. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. He's got 5.
A dead-eye catch-and-shoot guy. Hunter is someone you have to run off his shots.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there. Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Pass to Jerome. Mitchell up top. Takes the 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 56 seconds left here in the second. To the middle. Here's Hernandez. Tipped away. Garland feeling it out a little bit. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Buzelis.
So good at getting his team involved. Garland has become a difference maker.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jared Allen's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And Evan Mobley subbed in for Ty Jerome. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Garland. Vucevic with the rebound. Chicago leading by 5. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to MP. MP converting the tough bucket.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Garland against MP. Steps back. Shoots it up. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 14 points for the game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Welcome to this early season edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Before we analyze that first half, we get to check out the power rankings. And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
Okay, let me do this over, okay?
Yeah, because I'm kind of
from the opposite end. Oh, wait, we ran out of time for the segment. Can't even ask the question.
See,
Too
Kenny?
bad. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Cavaliers.
One thing that's kept them close, putting in work on the offensive glass. They're feasting on second chances.
Yeah, they've been active, and they're playing with intensity.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got 6. Checked in for Hunter. Chicago also making some changes. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. And MP subbed in for Josh Giddey. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To the paint for the tie, Hernandez. Close in, no stopping MP.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
.102 left to play here in the third. Takes a step back. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
MP, no good.
Well, the defense shut that lane down quickly. That's the kind of effort you need to see.
MP against Garland. The 3. He's off on that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
He gets that one.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
They get it back. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Drains the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Cavs. Here's White. Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
That's
See
a
that,
miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Bulls out front, up 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. We've got Williams. Kevin Huerter is out there with MP. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Collins in at center. Pass to Williams. MP keeping his balance right there. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Here's Strus. Rebound by Williams.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
A nice shot by MP.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Strus. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. That's good from Collins on the assist by MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight. Garland against MP. Strus with it beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Giddey, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Pass to Jerome. Here's Tyson to the inside. There's Garland. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for that high percentage shot.
And Billy Donovan decides to call a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Chicago making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Zach Collins. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Kevin Huerter. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Hernandez. Stolen by Garland. In the corner, it's Hunter. Misses the 3. Bulls leading by 5. White, wide open. He fires. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Hernandez has got assist number 5 here tonight. Garland against MP. Can't hit from 12. Here's Chicago. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Hernandez. Banked in off the glass. Hernandez has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. Let's see if that intensity increases on D, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And the basket by MP. Hernandez has got 14 points now in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Stolen by Garland. Launches a three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now tonight with the step back. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Garland.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Gets the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Hunter.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Giddey finds MP. Inside, here's Vucevic. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Well, moving Vucevic inside's like trying to move a brick wall.
The three from Garland. It's rebounded by Giddey.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Hernandez can't get it to go. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Here's Chicago. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young guy.
Down low. Allen, count it.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. It's good.
Big moment. MP showing some savvy. What a bright future this young man has.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. 20 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
$20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A really talented youngster. Matas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there, and he's hoping to add to it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Mitchell dishes to Allen. The 3 from Garland. That one doesn't go. And so it's Chicago winning this one. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know more about sports than you do.
That's debatable.
Watch your mouth, Russ. We got a great show for you today, starting off with a brand new segment, Trash Talk Do's and Don'ts.
Oh, I'll start. Don't tell people how to trash talk when you were 7th man with a rickety jump shot and the handle of a precocious 4th grader.
Okay. Do keep your mouth shut if you spent most of your career waving towels at the end of the bench.
You know what? You've been selling me short since college, man. How about this? We could have won a championship, but you looked me off to take a double-team 30-footer at the buzzer, buddy.
For the last time, Russell, you weren't open.
I was open.
Guys,
I was open. I was wide open.
Just, if I may, can I just say, wowzers. I'm so looking forward to learning from both of you. And more data is always important, even when it's something as unquantifiable as trash talk.
Shut it, Toby!
Okay.
Let's start the segment. Don't trash talk if you can't back it up. There's nothing worse than writing checks with your mouth that your game can't cash.
That's what I'm saying. Not only does it make you look like a clown, but it demoralizes your teammates.
You'd know all about demoralizing your teammates, wouldn't you, Russ?
Oh, you would like to think so, except that my basketball skills were so superior to yours my entire career that you couldn't even hold a candle to me, Jalen.
Guys, if I may, just to put some perspective on this, there are only 525 athletes in the NBA at any given moment. And FIBA estimates there are 450 million basketball players worldwide, which means you're in the top 99.9% of players by just being in the NBA alone, which that's a pretty impressive stat, Jalen.
Toby.
Yes?
Enough. You already won the lottery by marrying my sister. There's no need to suck up to Russell like this. It's unseemly.
I'm not sucking up. I want to make sure everyone feels like they have value, and I'm just following the data and seeing where the facts lead. You know what?
Shut it, Toby.
Okay.
Do keep your trash talk about the game. We're all competitors here. But there's no need to bring up family, friends, or physical attributes. In other words, show some class.
Jalen, you literally just brought up my wife.
Yes, Toby, but I did it with class. And besides, this is television, not basketball. Anything goes.
Way to bring the effort tonight. Good job, MP. I see.
I see a lot of people jumping on MP for all those turnovers, but everyone has bad games. Hoopers know. It's no big deal.
Get ready to rumble, young blood. showtime, MP. True balls only.
Turnovers, bro. What do you mean, bro?
Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at the Bulls, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long.
Checking out Chicago, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
So the Houston starting five. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this fate. For Chicago, MP comes in for White, and a change for the Rockets. Eason's checked in for Alperen Şengün. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Brooks outside, and here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no